Hello friends, it's Sunday night and it's a special Sunday night. It is actually Easter Sunday, so happy Easter everyone. I'm here tonight to do a little bit of crafting with you and we're going to have some just relaxing time. I'm really looking forward to it because I've been doing bookwork this weekend, which is just not my thing really. And so I'm very happy to take a break and do some crafting. So it's very, very nice. How is everyone going? Have you had a nice weekend? Hey Jody, welcome back. Where did you go to on your, I saw you on a boat, but I didn't know where you were going. So where did you go this time? Let me just go through and see if I've missed any questions. We are all well, thank you, Cherie. A happy Easter to you as well. Oh, lovely. That's nice that you've got such good weather. It's actually, was supposed to rain over Easter this year. Here too, I remember seeing a headline, you know, we're going to get smashed over Easter. We did have a bad storm on Good Friday night, and then yesterday's been lovely and today's been lovely, so pretty happy with it actually. Let me just go through and see if I've missed any questions or any comments that I need to respond to. I can't see any. Hello Monique, all the way over in the Netherlands. Hello everyone. I'm sorry I'm not going to say hello to absolutely everyone by name, but thank you all for your beautiful wishes and I'm so happy that you're all here. Happy Easter to you as well. Thank you. A comedy cruise. Oh, okay. So you didn't actually stop anyone. You just sailed around. Is that right? Is that what those comedy cruises do? I think I do. I think I've seen a bit of that before. All right. So we have a nice group of people here already. Already 25 people. So let's get started. I'm going to play with something that is in our mini catalogue that is not retiring, and I'm also going to play with something that is in our annual catalogue that is retiring. So I was hoping that by tonight I'd be able to show you some new colours. I ordered them about 7 a.m. on the morning of the 4th, which is the first day we could order them. But unfortunately they haven't arrived yet, so next weekend I'll have them for you. So that's just how it works out sometimes. 3 nights out to sea does sound like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, so are we ready? I'm going to bring my camera and my light in. You can probably see it's very bright. So let's set that up and let's see how we go. I'll switch over. Okay, let's try and get it straight because that's important. Wrong way. All right, that looks better. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you something new to start. Well, it's not new. It's in our mini catalogue. So this catalogue and the annual catalogue, let me grab that as well. Here it is. These two are retiring, okay? Both of them finish up at the end of this month. The new catalogue will be out on the 2nd of May, which means this one finishes on the 1st, all right? Even though it says till the end of April, it actually goes to the 1st of May. We have the biggest list. Hi, Serena. Nice to see you here. We have the biggest retiring list that I have ever seen, or that I remember anyway, during my time at Stampin' Up, and that's 17 years, so that's saying something. Not only do we have a bigger list this year, and a lot of that is because we have retiring colours, more colours than usual because we have what they call a colour refresh. So we're going with some fresh new colours this year, and that means our list is really, really big. But even stamps and dies, I've never seen this many. And I personally, I haven't looked at my stamps yet to see how many I'm losing, but I've counted all my, and I did show this last weekend, counted all my dies that were going and went, oh my goodness, that's a lot. So I've actually got a small amount of dies that are staying and the rest of them are all going, but that's okay. I can manage with that because that means lots of room for new stuff, right? Oh, thank you, Leslie. I love the thumbs up. That's awesome. Thank you. Your order hasn't arrived either. Oh, there you go. I did see somebody doing a video the other day with new colors. So I think she was either very lucky. I know she ordered around that same time, around midnight on the first, the day we could order. I think that was the 4th. And I didn't order mine until 7 a.m. the next morning. And clearly that wasn't the right thing to do because it hasn't moved from the warehouse yet. Anyway, this one is finishing up. And this one is finishing up, and they're finishing up on the same day. So that's also a reason why we have so many things retiring. But not only do we have a lot of things retiring, we have heaps and heaps and heaps of stuff marked way, way down. So if you are, I don't know why you watch. You might watch because you love the crafty ideas and the inspiration and being part of something and all that stuff. You might be a demonstrator for the same reasons, or you might be a demonstrator to get a discount, okay? Or you might be a customer who loves a discount. And if you do, then now is the best time for you, because we have got all sorts of things marked up to 60% off. So when I go through this catalog, and I'm just going to have a quick little look now, I've gone through and I've marked down how much, like this is 50% off for the white. In fact, this is gone. The white seam binding ribbon, that's sold out. But don't worry, a lot of things are not gone. More things are still available than what has sold out. The Stamparatus has gone, for anyone who's wondering. That wasn't marked down. But like, I'm thinking I'm going to do something tonight with this suite, a Wash and Beauty, because it's one of my favorites. Not only is it all going, the paper is going, the pearls, the iridescent pearls, those are staying. Okay, so they're the only thing on this page that is staying. The paper is going, the stamp set is going, and the dies are going. But as you can see, the stamps are 50% off. I mean, that's a really good deal. The paper is 20% off. So the stamp set was 42 and now it's only 21. I mean, that's an awesome deal. So if you're in this for the discount, and can I just tell you guys who are demonstrators, or if you're thinking of being a demonstrator, when Stampin' Up! Has a sale like this, you get your demonstrator discount on top of whatever discounts they're offering. So if they're offering 50% off and you get 20% or 25% off, that's 70 or 75% you're going to get off the actual retail price. That's insane. All right. So just to bear in mind that if you're in this for a discount, this is your time. Go and have a look at the retired list. So what you want to do is you want to go to stampinup.com.au and you go to shop products and you shop the last chance products. All right. Because these items, once they're sold out, they're gone. And quite a few things have sold out already, but still a lot of things are left. Let me just see if I have the actual... no, I don't. I was thinking I might have my store, but I'll put it in. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will put it in the description below at the end. Okay, so there'll be a link to my online store then. So if you don't already have an account with Stampin' Up, then you can click that link that I'll place in the description below. Okay, all right, so let's have a little look. I've got all this stuff handy. Like I said, this is 50% off. Let me have a look and see. The dies are on page 166, and they are called the Organic Beauty Dies. This is them here. Those are 40% off. So do not, if you're interested in these, don't buy the bundle. Okay, if you buy the bundle, you're going to get 10% off. But if you buy the Organic Beauty dies by themselves and the True Beauty stamp set that matches it by itself, you'll get 50% off the stamps and 40% off the dies. That's a better deal. Do not buy the bundle. Okay, just at the moment, it's definitely worth doing your homework and seeing where you're going to get the cheaper deal. And that, in this case, that's what it is. So I wanted to share that with you. And aren't these beautiful? I love, love, love these. All right. So let me have a little play and put these to one side. And I'm going to bring in my bits. So I've actually got plenty of this paper left over. And like I said, it's 20% off right now. So that makes it a good buy. And it is really, really beautiful. I mean, you can actually you can just chop this into, like, chop it down the middle here, chop it into 6. And you would have 6 card fronts that work beautifully on without doing anything, just add a greeting and you're done. That's what I call a quick card. But then on the back, we've got some pretty papers as well. This is Blushing Bride, which is a retiring color. That's another reason why it's going. And they look like they're painted. Aren't they beautiful? This is Granny Apple Green, I believe. I should double check that. This is Old Olive and Calypso Coral and Balmy Blue there. Balmy Blue on the back with little... Can you see little flowers on them? Very nice. More of that one. You can see I've chopped up lots of this. There's Blackberry Bliss and Polish Pink in this. Polish Pink is retiring, but Blackberry Bliss is staying. And this is Mossy Meadow, the green. So the colours in this are really nice. They go beautifully together. And you can see and also some of these match the dies. So if you didn't have the stamp set and you just had the paper, you can actually, let me just find them. You can actually grab I love it when they have DSP or designer series paper that matches dies. I just think that that's a really cool thing. Whoop. This is really nice. I really like this big one. This is part of this set as well. And you can see here's, where does it go? It goes this way? No, that way. There we go. So that one cuts out that flower. And then this one cuts out this flower. I love these. Like I said, it's just, there's something awesome. There it goes. That's better. There's something awesome about being able to just cut out images from the paper. Can you see how nice these are? And then this one cuts out these. I've just got to find the right spot. This way, I think. There we go. Just there like that. So you can see, and then these little ones, these little guys here, cut out these blackberry and yellow flowers. What yellow is that? Does anyone know? I better look it up. But anyway, you can see how it matches, and that really helps you do lots of fun things with the paper. And you don't even need the stamp set if you don't have it, so it makes it even more useful. I do like having the stamp set though, because the paper will get used up, but the stamp set won't, right? So that's something we like. All right, so I'm just going to move this to one side for a second because I haven't decided which colors I want. Also, I wanted to think about whether I wanted to have it stamped. This is quite large and won't maybe leave as much of my paper showing, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. Let's have a look. Deciding which paper that I want to use. I mean, this is really nice. I really like this, but this would certainly show more of the beautiful paper. So let's pull out colors to match this. I'm going to go with Blackberry Bliss, I think. So Blackberry Bliss and Rich Razzleberry are very similar. They're both regals and they're both these kind of dark maroony kind of pinky shades. And so I wasn't really surprised to see one of them go. Blackberry Bliss is the one that's staying and Rich Razzleberry is leaving us. So I'm going to make this 14.3 long. So this is the length of a card front and 10 centimeters wide. If you're in the US, this would be 4 inches wide for your card front. All right. And then I'm going to have this going on here. And I'm deciding whether I want, you know what, also another nice option would have been Mossy Meadow, which is what's on the back here. All right, so shall we, let's cut a couple of pieces. I'm going to make this one 6.5. And I'm going to have it 13.8 because it's going to fit just inside my 14.3 long piece. So you can see how it goes kind of just in there like that. And then what other color would I have? I like the Blushing Bride. That might be a good option. Deciding which one will look good. All right, maybe we'll do that one. Would the Blushing Bride look good? I think it would. So let's go with that. And I'm going to make this, it's about 1 inch wide or 2.5 centimeters if you're using centimeters. But the same length, 13.8. So this is a style of card I do quite often. And I've done it so many times that I kind of know how wide it needs to be. All right, so those pieces are going to fit in like that. I don't know whether I like this color or not. What do you guys think? What do you think? Have I missed any comments? Sorry, I haven't been looking for a while. I've been too busy cutting and stuff. It's really pretty, isn't it, Cherie? It is really nice. And it's retiring. But you want to jump in and get it. Hi, Jules from Auckland. Nice to see you. Did I miss any other things? I'm so sorry. I get all involved in what I'm doing and then I totally forget to look for comments and such. I like to mix up patterns a little bit. I just think that's really, it's pretty, it's kind of stylish with, and it's kind of in too. You know what, I'm just going to stick with it. It's fine. All right, so let's put this in. I'm going to use my Tombow. You could use snail or seal or whatever you happen to have. We don't sell snail anymore, but I'm sure lots of people still have it. So I'm just using Tombow. And let's whack this together. So when you have coordinating papers and, oh, you think, oh, that's okay, Sean. You don't have to like it. It's okay. Oh, you like this. I'm getting some comments. People want me to change the color. Cindy likes it. And Jody said the green. Do you mean the dark green? Because I think the bright green is going to look weird on the blackberry. But I want something a little less patterned than the first sheet of paper I used. So if I was going to go with the other green, it would be this. You know, that might look better. What do you guys think? Do we like that? The dark green? Okay, let's go with the dark green. And that's the beauty of lives like this. I'm actually going to do slightly wider. I'm going to do 1 1/8 of an inch, or what's that, 2.7 centimeters, and about the same length, 13.8 again. That's my go-to length for card fronts. I think that's better. Yep, it's better. Thank you. Thanks for getting me to change my mind. And that's better too. That length or width is the right width. All right. How do we like that? Is that better? What do we think? All right. So this is going to go. See, if I use this, it takes up a lot of the, not that it really matters, but if I go with a smaller piece, this is a rectangle, it's going to show more of this around, and I think that maybe looks better. So, all right. So I have got some this basic white paper, just some scraps that I've been cutting other things out of. So let's use that. And let's get our True Beauty stamp set. And I'm thinking of using the big, I like this big flower, so let's use that. And I'm thinking we might do a little bit of colour adding to our, I'm going to use, let's block D. And I'm going to actually cut this flower out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the colours that are in here. And I'm deciding whether I'll go Calypso Coral with Blackberry Bliss or Polish Pink with Blackberry Bliss. They're both going to look fine because they're in the paper. What do you guys think? We can go here, these two together, or we can go with the Calypso Coral. I'm leaning towards the Polish Pink. What do you think? So yeah, this paper here is the reverse of this one, Leslie, if you're wondering about that. And I think everyone seems to think that the Mossy Meadow looks better. The Polish Pink, okay, done. We are doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it up in the Polish Pink because that's the lighter colour. You can see I've got it inked on there. And then I'm going to grab myself, there's a few ways. If you were doing rock and roll, which I don't do as often anymore, I would actually roll it around the edges into my into this. But what I'm actually going to do is get a smoother line by using a dauber. So let's grab a dauber that's been used for a colour similar to this, and we're going to go into our darker colour, and I'm going to add that around the bottom. And it's going to kind of blend into it. Okay, can you see that on there? All right, and so let's stamp that. You can see it ends up two colours. All right, it's kind of nice, isn't it? A nice way to get two colours onto a stamp, so it looks like it's kind of blending in. And then I'm going to use my and I'm going to cut that out. All right, so that's going to go like that. Now I'm deciding whether I'm going to stamp on here, and I think I will, and then add this. The other option would be to do, I could also cut it out and add that as well too. Oh, that's tempting. That's really tempting. Maybe I will. So let's do that. And I'll use Mossy Meadow because that's the green that's in here. So let's grab that. It's a bigger stamp, so I'll grab a bigger block. I'll use this one. And grab some Mossy Meadow. I'm so glad Mossy Meadow is not retiring. It's one of my most used greens. I love it. I love it for all different kinds of reasons, and I love how it looks when you add water to it. It's just a really good green. All right, so let's stamp that. Actually, I'm going to stamp it a second time because that's quite dark. Let's see if it looks better lighter. You know what? Somewhere in between the two would be good. So I'm going to stamp it off really quickly. That's better. So this one was when I first inked it. This was after, like I inked it and held it in place to give a good transfer of ink. And then I stamped it again. It's quite light. This one, I stamped it off on my scrap paper quickly and then added it here. And I like that color better. So that's something to be aware of. When you're stamping off, how long you hold the stamp in place determines how much color you transfer. So that's a good thing to note. I'm sure you all knew that though, right? Right, let's cut this. And I'm actually going to use my paper snips to go around this. So let's just cut around that. I'm keeping those other ones in case I decide to do something with them later, so I'm not chopping them off. And I'm just going to cut that a little narrower. I want to make sure it's going to fit through my mini cut and emboss machine. It should. All right, so I'll pop that aside and do something with that later. Let's put these two in our cut and emboss machine and move some things out of the way. Okay. So I've got my plates here. Did anyone here, you might have already heard this, if you're a demonstrator and you were watching the updates, you would know this already, but this is the Boho Blue Mini. So this is one of our new ink colors that's coming in the new catalog, this blue. Something to bear in mind is that this was a joining special back in January, and they have some stock of it left. So they have offered it to demonstrators only this month. And if there is any left after the demonstrators have had first shot at it, they're going to offer it up as available to customers in our online store next month. Okay, so just bear that in mind. If you like this and you've been waiting for it, you don't have it yet, you will be able to get this particular Boho Blue Mini. It's exactly the same as the white mini. It's just going to be available to basically first come, first serve. Once it's sold out, it'll be gone. So just worth knowing. All right, so I'm just going to roll that through. Cherie, goodness me. You would never think of such a thing, would you? Yeah, I guess, yeah, how long you hold things in place can make a difference, right? All right. Oh, you know what? It moved. Look, it moved. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to stamp it again. I'm going to bring back in one of those other ones that I just stamped a moment ago, and we're going to go with one of those. Here we go. And I'm going to go with the lighter one because the dark one's too dark for me. Well, that was silly of me. I wasn't watching what I was doing. That can happen if you don't pay attention. Whoops. All right, that looks right now. I'm watching this time and being very careful to make sure it doesn't move. You've got people laughing out loud, Cherie. You're the entertainment. I'm just here for, you know, to facilitate the entertainment value that you bring. That's what I'm here for. All right. So this is going to end up on here, like so. All right, or something like that. And we're going to lift it up on dimensionals and it'll look really cute. But, you know, that it's going to need something, right? And there's a number of things it could need. It could need some sponging at the back with a blending brush to bring out some color. And we could go with one of the lighter colors. Maybe we go with the Calypso Coral, or even some Blushing Bride, because we know the Blushing Bride is in this paper or is in this set. That would work. Or I could also have some stamping in the background. I mean, like we've got other stamps here that would be nice, like this very faint of this little guy here, with very faintly in the background might look nice. Or maybe both. What do we think? Sponge the white card, says Jody. Yeah, definitely needs bling for sure. That is so true. All right, so I'm thinking how this is going to go. I want it to one side, I believe. If I can have it going this way to the right. Or I can have it going up, like I said, one side. When it's on dimensionals, it's going to look better. And then, of course, down the bottom here, we'll have a greeting or something going across. So I'm deciding. All right, so let's bring in a blending brush. This is one of our new mini blending brushes. And I'm thinking I'm going to be going to my container of retiring colors. Let me find that. So here's Blushing Bride. And I'm deciding, maybe I want a big, well, whatever. I've got the small one out, so I'll use that now. You can see it's picking up the color. It looks brownish, doesn't it, when you put this on, Blushing Bride, when it's concentrated. So I'm just going to use this little mini small blending brush, and we're going to just sort of get some color going in the background. Don't worry if it looks a little bit blobby, because when you put something over the top, it looks amazing, like it's coming out from behind, like this. Maybe ribbon. Yeah, ribbon would look good. Better to the right, says Monique. All right, like you mean going across this way? Like that? I'm just going to turn it around and see if I like it better coming out this way. Nope, I like it better the other way. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this sort of, so it comes out over the top. So let's pop that on a couple of dimensionals. Yes, to the right. Oh, splatter. Good idea, Cherie. Love it. All right, I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals behind the big leaves, and maybe a mini one sort of here in the middle. All right, so I'm not taking the backs off them yet. I'm leaving them as they are. Some splatter was the. Do we have any splatter in this set? We don't. Like, we just have this little flourishy thing, which I do like, but I'm thinking splatter is a good thing to work with. And my favorite splatter stamp right now is Nature's Harvest. Where is my Nature's Harvest set? No, actually not Nature's Harvest. Quiet Meadow is the one I like. And I have a feeling that the Quiet Meadow is still in my workshop bag from when I went to a class a few days ago. Let me double check quickly before I have to walk over there and investigate. We also have these little bubbly things. They might be nice from the Around the Bend set. That's something different. But I'm thinking Quiet Meadow. It is. All right. So give me 1 second because I just have to get that out of my workshop bag. Just talk amongst yourselves for a few seconds. Here we go. This is the splatter stamp that I use the most. I really, really like it. So I think what we'll do is do that in Blackberry. Blackberry or, ooh, question. Blackberry or Mossy Meadow. They're the two choices. So either this for splatter or the Blackberry. And I think either would look good. What do you guys think? Yep. Green, says Jody, and Blackberry, says Cherie. So, yeah, blender pens are good for splatter. You're right. They're great. All right, who was the first person to pick the colour? Let me see. Cherie, Blackberry, and then Jody, green. Oh, I'm sorry, girls, but Cherie was first. So we're going with that. So let's pull that out. The other stamp that I love, oh, it's out. I've just used it. Give me 1 second. In the workshop bag. This is what happens when I go to a class and I don't unpack as soon as I get home. There we go. Found it. All right. So, this is such a nice stamp. I use it a lot. Just deciding where I want to put that. And let's see how that looks. So this ends up kind of up towards the top here. And then this is going to end up. And you can see we've got some really nice dots. Now there's more coming down on this side. Now I've put that there. So I'm going to pop it right here. All right. Blackberry it is. Splatter is with blends or markers or inks from a brush. Right. You are correct. Yes. The other stamp I really like for backgrounds in here is this kind of, I like these kind of text ones. And there's one in the Queen Bee set as well. Did you guys see that the Queen Bee set is, the dies are being retired? But the, and I thought of you, Jody, the dies are being retired, but the stamp set is moving to out of the catalogue and into the online exclusive list, which means it'll be in the online store until it sells out. So I'm going to put that just behind there and pop those down. There we go. That's how it's looking. What do you think? Do we like that? I do like it. I just love that this doesn't look the same all the time. It's a really good way of adding splatter without getting messy. So I do like that. All right, so let's pop this on here because I think it's looking rather nice. I'm deciding whether I want it to one side or whether I want it in the middle, and I'm sort of leaning towards the middle. So let's whack some dimensionals behind this as well. One in each corner. So what I'm hoping to do as soon as my colours arrive is I want to do a colour comparison. So I want to pull out some of my existing or older colours, cardstock colours, and make comparisons with the new colours that are out. Because I always it really helps for you guys to see how close it is to certain colours that you know and love, because then you have like a reference point. And I think that's really helpful. All right, so now we need a greeting, don't we? So I do really like this. This has got a just because, here for you always, and this you are a true friend, and with love. So there's 4 sentiments in this set. I can't believe this set is not only leaving us but 50% off. So good. So it's definitely one you want to grab. All right. I could use maybe I will use, I could just cut it, or let's go with You're a True Friend because I really like that. So let's pop that on a block. And I'm thinking blackberry for this. And let's pop that right here. Let's do it on this end just in case. Right, You're a True Friend. And I'm going to grab my trusty stylish shape stars for this because I love them. They're the best. So this one could be a good fit. I think it is a good fit. This one's too long, so I think that's the one I want. Right, so let's move a couple of these things out of the way, close up my ink pads, and then we'll have to think about what bling we want, or what ribbon, or both. Do we need bling and ribbon, or do we need one or the other? Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll grab my machine again. I'm just going to pop that through. That's looking pretty good. Bling and ribbon. Is Quiet Meadow retiring? I don't think so. Let me double check that for you. That's a good question. I have my lovely big list of things. Whoops, I need to keep winding it through instead of trying to pull it out before it's ready. All right, so this is going to go, I can have it going right on top here, or I can have it going kind of to the side so it pokes over. I kind of like it there, but I think I will need it on dimensionals. So let's add a couple of dimensionals behind. Oh, that's okay. Have a nice time, Sean. Right, so that's going to just sort of pop there. And I feel like we need a ribbon here because that's going to add a little bit of balance. So the question, of course, is going to be what ribbon? And I'm thinking about this. If I'm going to use something... Now, I understand that our white organdy glittered ribbon, that is also not going into the new catalogue. It's moving on to the online exclusive products on the online store only. So there's a few things like that that are moving. This is going to be too bright, I think. This is the Polish Pick Open Weave ribbon. Do you think it's too bright? It is the same color as this, but I feel like maybe something softer. But this is the only of the open weave ribbons that has not yet sold out. All the others, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya, and Fresh Freesia, all of the open weave ribbons have sold out, but Polish Pink is still there. So that's worth knowing. That's when I checked. I checked the list just before I went live. So it was live. It was still okay then. Linen thread. Oh, that's maybe an idea. Yeah, I think it's too broad. You keep freezing, Katrina. Is anyone else having any problems, or is it just Katrina? You're not freezing? Video's going well. Okay, Katrina, try refreshing. Have you? I mean, your internet, maybe your what's that word? The router, is that okay? I don't know. That's a little odd. All right, so I'm I'm thinking you could be right. Maybe linen thread would be nice. All okay? Yeah, sorry, Katrina. Maybe not sure why. So let's try with the linen thread, because that's a good... Linen thread is one of those things you always want to have it in your collection because it's just so useful. Whoops. Try tying that again. And let's pull out the loops. And we will definitely need some bling, I think, with the linen thread. Now I can put it on the stem, or I can put it down here near the corner. I'm thinking maybe near the corner. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Do you think that? Do we like that? Okay. The stem. Okay, that was the first guess, Vicky. So you said stem, so that's the way we're going for. That's the one we're going for, on the stem. So further up. Is that what we're thinking? Right, let's try popping that on with a glue dot, because that's the best way to stick things like this. Going to give it a push. Sometimes the glue dots, they can be quite large. You just want to fold them over behind. All right, definitely we need ourselves, definitely need. Donna's suggesting you should send your evil twin to the naughty step. So not sure how you feel about that. Right, we definitely need some bling, and I'm leaning towards some iridescent rhinestones because that would be nice. We've also got, these are the ones that actually match the set. These are not retiring, the iridescent pearls. So those are a good. We've also got some of these gems. We could use the like the little, I think they're, not sure if they're Petal Pink or Blushing Bride, those ones, but those would go okay. What else have we got? Anybody got any thoughts? Champagne rhinestones are on the retired list for anyone who loves champagne rhinestones. If they haven't already sold out, you want to grab those. I don't remember seeing them, but they might be on the list. I'm making a decision. Cherie, you're hilarious tonight. Okay. All right. I'm thinking maybe I'll just make a. Of course, the other thing is I can color the pearls with some blends. We can also do that. That could be a go. For those of you in the team, I haven't announced who won the color guessing competition, so I'll do that tomorrow. I'll pop those up. All right, I'm thinking we just need to make a decision. I'm going to go with pearls. Polished pink gems. I don't have any polished pink gems left, I don't believe. I had opal rounds, but I think they're all gone. All right, let's try our pearls. There we go. And it needs to go on a basic white card base. So let me grab that. Thick basic white is the one I use the most. Let's cut this in half. I got myself in a mess again tonight. How does that happen? I can't seem to craft without making a mess. I don't understand people who craft tidy. That makes zero sense to me. But that's okay, because, you know, I clean it up later. I have to, right? I clean it up before I start, usually before I start a live, and by the end I think, why did I bother? But then I wouldn't have been able to find anything if I hadn't. So All right, let's pop this here on this card front, and it's done. So I'm going to go with some Tombow just to pop it on. Champagne rhinestones are the best, and they're leaving us, Nari. Did you know that? They've been a lot of fun. We've had them for a long time, though, so it's not totally a surprise. All right, so that's this card. What do we think? Do we like it? Okay, let's pop these bits of dies away, and then I'm going to make a quick card with you. That's something that I wanted to do that's new for me. It's not new for you guys probably. It's been in the mini catalogue for the last few months, but I really like it. All right, so the other half of that paper, this is the other half of the paper I just cut, the thick white, basic white thick. I'm going to cut this. I see we have laughing faces, so I hope that's a good thing. I hope it's not laughing at me, it's with me, right? Yes, time to order some. All right, let me tell you something else, guys. The other thing to know is that there are going to be some price increases. I don't think anyone's surprised in the new catalogue, okay? You really want to grab some basics now, this month, all right? Especially this guy, okay? I did a little pricing the other day at Spotlight. We've been charging $7 for one of these, and I checked at Spotlight and they were $13, okay, for exactly the same thing, okay? It comes packaged a little differently, but it's the same thing. $13, ours is $7, but ours is going up in the new catalogue to $9.50, okay? So get your basics. Check to see what's going up. Even if it's not retiring, check the prices, because it may well be worth your getting stuff this month. That's what I think anyway. I mean, I'm still going to be shopping with me because, like I said, it's still a good deal compared to what else is out there. But, yeah, you always start with a clean craft space and, yeah, it's totally messy by the time we're done, right? Absolutely, Chris. All right, so I've got a couple of things here. Just realised I already had one of these that was cut, but that's okay. And I'm going to bring in some paper. And this is a new stamp set for me. This is in the mini catalogue. It's called Country Bouquet. Okay, let me show it to you in the mini. Has everyone noticed this one? It's a matching. I love stamp sets that have a matching punch, okay? And it makes very, very quick and easy cards. So it's right down here. It's on page 10, right down the front. Here we go. And this is it. This is the stamp set. It's called Country Bouquet. And then it's part of a punch bundle, okay? Now this, the punch is going to be, and I think the stamp set too, I need to double check, but these are not retiring. These are going into the new catalogue. The paper, however, the matching paper that is part of this, which is this lovely paper here, this is retiring, okay? So that is something you might want to grab now if you can possibly get these later, but the paper is going. So let me get the paper and show it to you because it's so nice. I only just got it myself. So this one here, it's got stripes on one side and then hearts on the other. And this is actually the stamp set that matches, the punch that matches this, okay? So you can see that when I put this in here, it perfectly cuts out these little guys out of this. And I'm going to do it with the green leaves. So one's got mossy meadow leaves and this one's got, looks like mint macaron maybe. I'll double check. All the colors are always written on the back of the packet. So I'm just lining up my stamp and my punch, my paper and my punch. And then I'm just going to grab those out. And so on the back it's got the stripes. I'll move these to one side so I don't lose where I've put them. And this is the rest. So in this paper, it's balmy blue, mint macaron, mossy meadow, petal pink, and sweet sorbet. Sweet sorbet it's a soft red. Okay, so this is the paper. It's very hearty. I'm not always a hearty person, but this paper is really, really pretty. So there's your petal pink on the back there. And you've got, it's called Country Bouquet, and you can kind of see why. It's got that kind of country feel to it. It reminds me of my, I grew up Grew up in the country, kind of reminds me of Mum's kitchen when I was growing up. She had those kind of colours. So the bikes, we've got balmy blue stripes on the back there. We've got little flowers. And on the back of that one, we've got these little hearts, which I'm using on my card. This is the paper that we're cutting with the punch. This one here. So the nice thing is, because there's lots of them on there, you have lots of cards you can make out of. Even if you punched one for each, how many are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You get 20 of these hearts out of one piece of paper. So that's pretty cool. And like over here, you can see you don't quite catch this one, but you would catch this leaf on the other side. So you've got this heart, one leaf, one full leaf, and then the other full leaf is on this end. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Then you've got some little hearts there, little tiny weeny red and white hearts. Looks like dots, but hearts instead of dots. And there you go. So that's the paper that goes with this. All right. Now I've already cut out of this paper here. I've cut some strips, and I've kind of halved on this one already. So I've got 3 strips, and I'm just going to put them straight onto my white base. All right. So they're just going to go like this. Now, if you wanted to, you could have your strips overlapping, you know, have them kind of going over the top of each other. But I've actually put mine so they're the same distance apart. So I know the bikes are cute, aren't they? Sure, and lovely to have you with us for a while. Enjoy. So let's pop these on. Now, the nice thing about using Tombow is you've got a few seconds to get it in the right place. All right, so you can start with one in the middle and then put one either side. And if you're going to do that, use your grid paper, put your paper exactly on the halfway line, and that helps you line it up. Okay, so don't push too hard in case I decide. Now, I've already put a mark on this because I got some glue on my fingers, but that's okay. I'm going to get rid of that in just a minute. So you can either start in the middle and then put the 2 on either side, or start on either side and put 1 in the middle. Either way. So I'm going to pop this one here. And then this one's going to go same distance away. All right, that's going to do. Now, I made a mess down here. So I have this. We used to sell these. You can still buy them. Like I think Spotlight might have them. And what you want to do is it's an adhesive remover. It actually literally gets off messes that you make with adhesive, because adhesive, especially Tombow, is pretty sticky stuff, you know. So, and I'm doing it while it's still kind of damp, but it's easier to do when it's dry. All right, so just got my 3 on the front there, and I have the second largest circle from the stitch shape dies. That's going to end up right here on the front. I've got a couple of different rectangles depending on which sentiment I choose, and I'm going to be putting my little heart and my little leaves here in the middle of this guy. Okay, so it's kind of cute, but what I want to have underneath is some a bit of blending. So for this, I'm going to go with Petal Pink, I think. Let me grab my Petal Pink ink pad. Or I could choose another colour. I haven't decided whether I want Petal Pink or whether I want Balmy Blue. Maybe I want Balmy Blue. I did actually prepare this card earlier, so I'm not doing this one unprepared tonight. Quite often I make them up as I go. I'll show you what it looks like. Actually, I'll show you at the end what it looks like with the Petal Pink, and right now I'm going to do it with Balmy Blue. So let me grab my Balmy Blue, because they both look good, and then you can tell me which one you like best. All right, so I'm just using a blending brush with some Balmy Blue. I'm just going to add the colour Ooh, my Balmy Blue might need a bit of re-inking because we were using it the other day to put, we were using the ink pad to actually add texture to a scrapbook page. But I'm just going to, I can hear a cat at the door. Balmy Blue is not retiring, guys. It's staying around. And so is Pool Party. Hooray! But Bermuda Bay did not make the cut. Bermuda Bay is going. All right, so this is going to go right here on this little bit of blue. And I'm going to put it on dimensionals. So let me grab, I'm deciding, I've got mini dimensionals. I could use those, or I can use full-size dimensionals. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll just use minis because they're, I don't know where my full-size dimensionals have gone. So one down the bottom and one over here. The red and white stripes looks a bit like pajamas, doesn't it? Waiting impatiently for public holidays to be over. Yes, me too. I'm looking forward to an order arriving as well, Nicole. All right, so these ones I'm going to put down flat. So I'm just going to whack a bit of Tombow behind those. And then the other one. It's kind of cute, this little thing, isn't it? All right, let's whack some dimensionals behind. Oh, look, here they are. Yeah, they went far away because we used them before. 1, 2, and 3. Usually I use 3 behind a circle because you can kind of make a triangle, and that's plenty to keep it well positioned. All right, let's pop that right there like that. There we go. All right, so that's ready. Isn't this a nice little punch? I like it. Trim the old glue. Oh yeah, I do too. But yeah, it needs trimming at the moment. Don't look too close. Can't wait to see what I can't wait to see it either. I didn't order too much this time. I'm sort of pacing myself. I'm waiting to get paid. So I ordered some last week. I had some free product. And then when we get paid this week, I'll order the other things that I want. Right now, I only ordered 1 stamp set from the new catalogue and a matching punch. So some of you will know which one that probably is. All right, so let's have a look. Here's some greetings. Now, what I did on the other one, and let's show you the other card. This is how it's looking. All right, so there it is with the petal pink. Here it is with the blue. And I've used the variegated balmy blue and white ribbon, which is also in the mini catalogue. I've used that there, okay? And you can see I said just wanted to say, and then I used some of the pearls, okay? So that would be on this one, and this is the just wanted to say, and I did it in Sweet Sorbet ink, which is the same red as this. The nice thing about that just wanted to say is then on the inside of the card, you can have, I love that we are friends. So just wanted to say on the outside, I love that we are friends on the inside. Okay. You could have, I love you, with love, for you. You can have all sorts of different things. And there's a Valentine's Day one for people that like Valentine's Day as well. And we also have stamps and leaves here that match that punch as well. So you don't have to have the paper. You can use stamps instead, which is really nice. So I'm thinking I might do it again the same because I really do like those words. So let's, and this is such a simple little card. So just wanted to say, like that. And let's work, and I'm on the inside, I'm going to put the other one, which is, did I put it back in the stamp set? That's the question. Did I? Or did I not? Yes, I did. I love that we are friends. That's a nice, I would use this one. You know, some sets or some greetings, I think, I don't know if I would ever use that. I would use this one. I think it's nice. There you go. I love that we are friends. And then this one's going to go on the outside. I'm going to have it going over the edge there. So I want my dimensionals there. 1 and 2. 1, 2. Okay, does anyone have any questions about things tonight? Anything you're wondering if it's retired or anything you need to vent and get off your chest? All right, so this is how this is looking. So it's just wanted to say I'm going to add the ribbon. The ribbon is beautiful. This ribbon is not retiring. It's going into the annual catalogue, so you don't need to rush to get it. So nice. All right. It's really soft and easy to tie, and it's part of the, I think from memory, it's the By the Bay collection in the mini catalogue. I'll look it up for you in a second. Really lovely. Let's pull the ribbon, because it's so soft, you can kind of manipulate it to look the way you want it to look. So we can pull it tight and then pull the loops back through and then puff them out with your fingers, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does or it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. We'll get it to work. So I put my fingers in the loops and puff them out and then shorten them a little bit more. And I'm going to do that a few times until I get it looking the way I want it to look. Anyone who says that you can tie ribbons really easily, and I mean, I've got 17 years of tying ribbons for other people because everyone wants me to tie their ribbons for them. And I can tell you, you still have to manipulate your ribbons to look the way you want them to look. No one gets it perfect the first time, right? Maybe occasionally, maybe when you're lucky, but not all the time. So if you think if you think you're no good at ribbons, I guarantee you're better than you think you are. Everyone has to take their time and manipulate them. All right, so now I've got this really nice looking bow, and I'm going to trim with my ribbon scissors, and I can always cut them shorter again if I want to, but I'm just going to trim like this, and I'm going to pop it just below here. So let me grab my such nice ribbon. Like this. And then we need some of those pearls again, don't we? That I just literally had a moment ago and put them down, and where did they go? Ha ha ha. We just had them, guys. I might have to add them after we finish because they seem to have disappeared right now. Let me move a couple of things and they might suddenly appear. Pacific Point is going this colour. Night of Navy is staying. Sweet Sorbet is a current in colour that has another year to go. Did anyone see where I put the pearls? Well, doesn't matter. I can always use some rhinestones. Let's do that because that's really pretty. Let's do another one up here. There we go. So now we have one that has pearls and petal pink background behind the heart, and then we have one that has the blue background behind the heart, the balmy blue, and it has the rhinestones. And I think they both look nice. What do you think? Do we have a favorite? Which one do you prefer? The rhinestones do look good. Yep. A big sip. Yep. Indeed. I don't know what I did with them. Right. Oh, yes. That ribbon is lovely. It's so nice. And it's staying, like I said. So you don't have to rush to grab it. But the ribbon. So let me show you. Page 10 was these, the stamp set and the punch, the bundle. So the bundle for the punch and the stamps is $67.50. Okay. And then I don't think it's a bundle in the new catalogue. And then the By the Bay collection is a few more pages over. Let me find it. Here it is. And there's that beautiful ribbon in the By the Bay collection. So the Seaside Bay stamp set and dies are also going into the new catalogue. They're not retiring either. And neither is the flatback pearls, and neither is this ribbon. All of this is staying. So I think they're gorgeous. You like the blue better, Chris? Leslie says the blue. Oh, you're very welcome, guys. Look, I hope we've still got another day of holiday. Unless you have a job which is forcing you back to work tomorrow, we still have another day of holiday tomorrow. So I hope you find some time maybe to get your craft on. Maybe. Who knows? We've got these cards, and then where's the other card? I think I just had it. It's over here. Here we go. So there's our cards for tonight. So all of this on here is retiring pretty much, and these ones are not. But I wanted to show you some of each tonight. And hopefully by the time I'm back here again on Friday night, I will be able to show you some new colours. That's something I'm really hoping is going to turn up in my mailbox this week or at my front door. You're very welcome, guys. Have a fabulous day tomorrow. For those of you who have a holiday, and even if you don't, still have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter if you're not already on the newsletter. And I'll put all the details below in the description on the YouTube channel. All right, guys. Have a great night. See you soon. Bye.